Yo, and we are live. Yo, this is Set with Set and Key Media, man. I'm back with another one for you guys, bro. Today we got an Anton Daniel reaction for y'all. And we about to get right into it. Let me just fix up a couple things up here. All right, let's get right into it.
This is for all of the black men that support Donald.
Donnie
are pretty embarrassing. And not directly to me, but in a general sense, you are embarrassing to our demographic, right? And I'm not just talking about, your conservative or Republican black men who are kind of surrounded by Republican white folks and all of that, who grew up in that world and all of that. I'm talking about black men like me, black men around the hood, from the hood, hood adjacent, or what some may say your average or
Okay, well, if you're hood adjacent, that means you come from, I don't know, at least a certain level of poverty. And you're telling me that you wouldn't want, I don't know, somebody who's done well in the economy to lead the country that's, possibly going to give us a better economy. I'm just saying, like, if you align and you're so hood adjacent, then you should understand the struggles of the hood, and that, well, Joe Biden don't got the struggles of the hood in mind.
Quote unquote normal black man, right?
Can't wait to break this down. Haven't even seen it. Thank you guys for sending it to me. Definitely want to make sure that I review it. Always gonna give credit to the content creator, so that'll be down in the description. But don't you hate it when people try to paint a narrative and say that you're because you're from the hood or you're hood adjacent, that somehow, some way, you're supposed to stay with a hood mentality? That's the translation, but I definitely want to make sure that I get the full context. Again, make sure y'all tap it.
Nah, he coming from a different type of way. He's damn near trying to say it's not even about hood mentality. It's just that, you should just, I don't know, not align with Donald Trump and think he's a racist. Have Trump derangement syndrome. You feel me? The syndrome that the white man gave some of these black people.
To the Patreon link is in the description. Also on top of that, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. Let's get into it. I want to get his whole narrative, and then I may stop it here and there in order to add context or to give my opinion.
White man is crazy.
But I ultimately want to hear everything that he has to say before I give my opinion about it myself. Let's get into it.
Donald does not care about you. You are not standing out from the crowd by supporting him. You're like, this is not the way to go against the grain. At the end of the day, truly, as an individual, I don't care what you do, but I want y'all to understand it's not what y'all think it is. It's not the flex that y'all think it is, right? You brag about him or you side with him like, oh, he funny. Oh, this dude is hilarious. Oh, he's rich. He says whatever he wants to. He's outlandish. He don't give a damn. All of those things may be true, but I think you're failing to realize this isn't some anime character. This isn't some Love and Hip Hop character. This isn't some reality star. He was previously a reality star, but he is a political candidate now for presidency. This is not, and when you go to them polls and you decide to vote him in, really think about the fact that he does not care about you as a black man.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, I'll be real with you. I don't really expect Trump to care specifically about black men, but I do expect him to care about all men and how they're doing in this country. Because let's be real, if all men are doing well, then we're good. I'm not sure what y'all see where Donald Trump says that, I'm gonna make sure that only white people and only these people are doing well. No, nobody really says that. Even when it's towards black people. Even Kamala Harris done told y'all niggas that, I'm not gonna make policies just for black people. Like, she even told y'all that. So I'm wondering, where is this, like, I don't know, savior politician that's going to pull up and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to do things just for black people. Because I promise you, they won't go nowhere in politics.
I guess it doesn't matter that he actually entertained a platinum plan from Ice Cube that ultimately the Democrats and Kamala Harris and the Biden administration decided that they didn't want to participate in. I guess it's...
Yeah, because they were too busy sending black men to jail so they can make money off them in the jail system. So it's kind of crazy how y'all don't know about that plan that they was trying to low-key help us out. Trump was low-key one of the main contributors trying to help us out. But then, Biden and them kind of said, nah, we don't want to help black people. We need them to stay struggling so they'll fall for the mind control and vote for us.
Irrelevant that he actually funded HBCUs billions of dollars, considering that they were going broke during his administration. I guess it doesn't matter that the opportunity zones that he created, especially with Tim Scott, actually was designed to help inner city black people. I guess none of that matters. None of it matters when it comes to the results and the policies and the fact that we had record low unemployment with black people during the 2016 through 2020 years. See, I don't care about what people think. I care about policy. I care about results. And luckily, we don't have to depend on the narrative, but we can then go into exactly what happened from 2016 through 2020 versus comparing now. These last 3.5 years have been miserable for most people. You have record high inflation. They let illegal migrants come in and flood your communities. They're funding it. They're taking your tax dollars.
Oh God, getting EBT cards with 4 bands on them or whatever food stamp card y'all have. They're getting 4 racks on these things. And you can barely get 700. It's crazy.
They're also making sure that they're running these cities into the ground with a deficit. And more importantly, name me one Democratic candidate that has ever, and I'm not even a person that's a part of the community, meaning that I don't lean on the fact that I'm black in order to justify my vote because I don't believe in identity politics. But name me one Democratic candidate, including Barack Obama and Kamala Harris as the border czar, or the DA in San Francisco back in California, that has ever did anything outside of lock black people up in the first place. Withhold evidence that could have freed a guy that ultimately wasn't supposed to be locked up in the first place. Let tampered with evidence ultimately pass through.
Bro, Judge Joe Brown even exposed it on some BS. He said there was a woman that got off on him and other black celebrities. And bro, she scammed him out of $15 million. Somehow she runs into Kamala and Kamala lets her get off it with she's only going to get charged for $35,000. She's only going to spend maybe I don't know, probably 5 hours in the jail and then get out. And that's it. It's like, are you serious? So, yeah.
And then
not even a good DA.
Getting out or from having a fair trial. See, it's easy to spew this narrative, but the one thing that we know for sure and the two things is for certain, the only thing that we see these people say is that I'm not voting for him because I don't like him, and so I'm going to go with the other candidate. But they cannot tell you any policy, anything that these people do that ultimately help you, but instead they continue to run your neighborhoods into the ground. It's the original party that wanted to keep you enslaved, and y'all continue to vote based off of identity politics that does not help you. But let's hear what he got to say. I'm curious. More than likely, he's going to give us some real reasoning outside of his feelings.
Like, I'm telling you, bro, most people are really voting for Kamala off just the feeling that she's black. No, they don't even know she's black for real. Well, she's not. But I'm going to tell you this right now. She's a black woman. Oh, she's black. Oh, we need a woman president for once. And I'm just like, dog. All right, name a policy. They don't know anything that Kamala stands on. They just know that she's a supposed black woman and that we should just be giving her our support, our undying loyalty. Undeserved, because she locked up hella black men. And for some reason, we just let her off with that one. I don't know why, but hey. I don't know why. We always let people off who do the most damage to our community off. Like, drug dealers, rappers, all them. We just tend to let those people off for some strange reason. I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with us. But, hey, though, that's just the world we live in, I guess. Man, we need to change that.
About what he likes
community
instead of leaning on policy. I'm curious. Let's give him an opportunity.
If he seen you on the street, he would walk right past you. He's not going to look at you and be like, oh, I need to help solve the issues that face you in this country. He don't care. So stop sucking. I can't believe I'm saying this, but for those of you that are supporting him because of a potential...
Now, here's what's killing me, though. People who talk like this, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, what's your solution? Are you here to just call Trump supporters dumb and ignorant and all this good stuff and broke? Or are you going to provide a solution? Like, well, this is why you should vote for Kamala. This is why you should be on the Democrat Party because they want to do this, that, and the third. Or are you just here to insult? It's like, come on now.
Stimulus package?
Stimulus package? What is he talking about?
Bro, I'm telling you, They don't know policies. They don't know nothing that Donald Trump want to put out. They don't even know anything that the person they're voting for is gonna put out, like Kamala Harris. Like they don't know no policies. It's like I'm gonna be real with you. They're the main one who votes how he's telling us how we're voting. It's kind of funny. He said, "Oh, you're voting for him because he's rich. He's Donald Trump. He's a celebrity and all that." I'm like, bro, you're voting for Kamala Harris because she's a black woman. Like, how are you gonna judge if that is the case, and we are voting for Trump because he's our favorite rich celebrity? Then what are you doing voting for Kamala Harris? I'm sorry, Kamala Harris because she's a black woman. Like, what are you doing then?
Hominem attacks. This is feminine behavior. When you can't substantiate your argument, you then result or go into ad hominem attacks every single time. Now, if he wouldn't see you in the street, he wouldn't spit on you. If I seen you in the street, I wouldn't spit on you.
Yeah.
If you was on fire.
My brother, the pandemic is over with.
Oh, the
Are
pandemic.
you dumb? Like,
pandemic.
Bro.
What are we doing here?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's like, oh, niggas was getting money during the pandemic. When Trump was in there, we was getting money during that pandemic and all that good stuff. The once in a lifetime pandemic. Well, maybe not. You never know what the government will have for us right around the corner. But yeah, and we're not doing that because we're not doing it because Trump is giving out money. Actually, the main problem is that, well, Joe Biden is the one giving out money and stimulus packages to other countries. So we really want to know what you're talking about here. Like, come on now, you gotta make it make sense. The same thing you're accusing the Trump supporters of, well, your president is doing right now in y'all faces.
Stimulus.
And even if it wasn't over with, you're supporting somebody like this who has proven to be various things that are not pleasant.
Like what?
You're supporting them over.
He said it right here. Look, he said Grapus, Ray, well, that guy, those people, R word, and etc. Okay, so, well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy because everybody hates Trump so much that they don't even see the play that, well, they don't even see, the real dictatorship that Joe Biden pulled on him. He got the Department of Justice to bring up all these crazy charges that Joe Biden has broken himself, that the Clintons have broken themselves, that Democrats have broken themselves, but we haven't brought none of them up on it. It's like they literally try to get Trump, Trump up a misdemeanor to a felony, and then they waited to do it. And nobody wanted to sit there and be like, yeah, all right, I may not like Trump, but this is like unacceptable. It's like, you gotta at least call that. Nope, y'all can't even say that, bro. And then y'all don't even know the meaning of an insurrection because y'all want to say Trump started an insurrection when it was just a violent riot. Just like BLM, like black people, we've had a violent riot before. How come we don't recognize the difference?
A potential $1,000 to $2,000, bro. Get your money up. If you're going to vote somebody into office for that reason, who clearly
get your money up,
would not like you or does not like you, you a sucker. You a sucker. You're a sucker. These same men tend to be men that think that if we are to reach equity and equality, that you would be in the same category or have the same power as a white man, and you never will. Stop.
Bro, nobody's. So you're thinking that we're voting for Trump because Trump's going to put us in the same power as a white man? I'm like, dog, nobody can give us that but ourselves. Like, nobody could put us in power as the same power as a white man but the black man. Like, only we can do that. So no. Nobody's thinking that. But that's probably what y'all think for Biden. By what y'all think about Kamala is that, they're going to put us back in position. It's like, no, I'm sorry. Nobody's voting for Trump because we believe that he's going to put us as the white man and all that. We're going to be the same as them. It's like, no, trust me. We knew we'll never be the same as them, but we do know good policies, though.
Trying to be white men. Me, black men like me, we don't want to be white men. We don't want to replace white.
What is being a white man? I don't know what that means. What does it mean to be a white man?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, yo, black man. Hey, look, if you want to be white, just vote for Trump, pretty much is what he's saying. Like, I don't want to be the white man. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be the white man either. It's like, I think everybody just want to be themselves at the end of the day, but I don't think y'all see that.
What does it mean for a black man to ultimately try to be a white man? This is a subject that I'm definitely going to introduce on After Hours tonight, so make sure y'all tuned in.
white men or be at the level that white men are in the sense of controlling or being at the top of the totem pole. I want everybody to be equal. I'm not trying to replace the person in power to be the new person in power. Let's be very clear, because I know how y'all like to argue and play semantics. When I say power, I mean it in a negative connotation, like dictatorship vibes, right? Not like power to change.
All right. So now, I really want people to understand now. Do you understand that Donald Trump to be in a dictatorship is almost impossible? Like, I'll be real with you. Nobody would F with it. The whole Constitution was built on there being no kings at all. And we've been standing on Constitution ever since. So, like I said, I don't know what y'all is talking about when he said, oh, he has dictator vibes. I'm like, when has he ever said anything authoritarian to where he's just like, oh, I'm taking this away, I'm taking that away, you'll never get it again, this is by my demand. And I'm just like, do you think we would go with that? Really? Do you think we would honestly go with that? No. Like, y'all sound ridiculous. It's like nobody's accepting a dictator, you nor us. If Trump was a dictator, trust me, he'd have been out a politician a long time ago. He'd have been out the political sphere a long time ago.
In a positive way, not like power to do great things.
What?
Not like power to uplift this country.
They never give you a reason to vote Democrat or vote for Kamala Harris. They always just throw ad hominem attacks based off of nothing.
Power to uplift this country, though. Bro, Kamala Harris was uplifting niggas into the jailhouse. It's like, what are you talking about?
Absolute positive nothing.
But power to demean people, stand over people, oppress people, suppress people, right? Discriminate, systemic racism, that type of power.
Oh, he a black guy.
That's the disconnect between some of us.
Okay, yeah. I know his type. It's like, okay. I swear, his type kind of believes like, oh, it's the white man, it's the white man, it's the white man. I'm just going like, bro, the white man ain't done too much in the last, 60 to 70 years. He done used the same sauce to divide and conquer us and make us stupid and make us, degenerates for years. He ain't switch it up. Actually, he has his hands off the wheel. This shit is an autopilot and he just kicking back at this point. We could break free at any time. We could walk, it's like we're in slavery, but we could walk off the plantation anytime and he ain't gonna do shit about it. He gonna walk past and be like, damn, well, about time you freed yourself. Damn, I thought you was gonna be here forever. Like, dead ass. Like, y'all on a plantation and y'all can walk off this bitch anytime, but you don't. It's like, that's literally how the Democrats got y'all.
Mm-hmm. Some of us black men.
One day these type of people are gonna grow up. Maybe not. But one day these type of people are gonna grow up and they're gonna have an aha moment. And they're going to be incredibly embarrassed about the stuff that they said back in 2024. Boy. Let's give them to 2032.
And some of us black people, we want equality and equity for the good of the people, for the good of us, for the good of everybody else, just to treat people how they should be treated. And then there's a group who want equality and power to just do exactly what the white man is doing. A bigoted, racist, white supremacist white man.
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the white man doing? Like, let's be real. I think even the honorable Elijah Muhammad even said that you don't hate we're against the white man, but follow the white man because the white man makes no excuses. Like, let's be real. Like, the leader of the Black Panthers was even telling us, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like these motherfuckers, but hey, they got some good things we could low key use. It's like we could kind of take from their society and incorporate it in ours, and it'll make us better. Like, organization.
My experience, I've run into a lot of black men who, for some reason, think that they're more intelligent or smarter or making a better decision.
Nope.
By supporting people like Donald or things of.
Yeah, because we vote into office legislators that work on our behalf, that give us the opportunity to do the things that we really want to do and to make sure that we feed our families instead of.
Yeah, low key. I can actually agree to that. I can agree to that now. Because I do feel like I'm smarter because I actually, you know what, it takes a real smart person not to just take somebody at face value or just look at the news and let them paint a picture of somebody and you go out there and see for yourself. Because the news don't tell you everything and the news low-key suppress things themselves. So why would you just go ahead and trust that? Because I don't even trust the news to tell me Kamala Harris's full character and I don't even like her. Nor do I trust the news to tell me Joe Biden's full character and I don't like him. So I always go out there and do my own independent research. I go out there, look at speeches they've had, things they've said, policies that they stood on, and I'll take my opinion from there. I ain't going to trust the news to tell me a damn thing.
record inflation and immigration into illegal immigrants into our communities. We don't want people that want to defund the police. We want people that's actually going to prevent crime from happening in our neighborhoods so our daughters and our sons can be safe.
Facts.
The Republican Party is not there to try to exert any kind of power over you. They believe in smaller government. They believe the money should not be going over to Ukraine, but it should be given into us and our infrastructure, and we should have lower taxes so that we can do more with our money and that we can build up. The whole idea behind what the Republican Party stands for is America First, which includes all people, was supposed to be exactly what it is that he's saying, but also...
Yeah, all the people who are American citizens, by law, of course, by law.
So on top of that, it's supposed to be so that it gives you the opportunity to do what you really want to do, which is supposed to be achieve the American dream, not tie you to the federal government in order to make sure that you vote for them, which is what the Democratic Party does.
Oh God, offering you guys handouts and be like, all right, universal health care, not knowing that it low-key crushed the medical industry altogether. They don't tell you that part though, but universal health care is like, let's be real, it falls on his head. Ask Canada how that went for them.
They say the rest of us are sheep in some way, shape, or form. Like, oh, you're letting the Democrats confuse you or take over your mind or whatever. When I don't need, that's not even the case. I don't like all of that stuff is a facade and a bunch of BS to me. At the end of the day, I know everybody's.
I guess this is the thing that they lean on when they can't actually give you any policy.
See, and that's what I was saying. See, now I'm okay. Now I'm a little bit okay with him saying, no, I don't trust none of them and all that good stuff. I'm like, all right, so he ain't voting. Well, cool. At least you ain't voting for Kamala. I can give him that. But like I said, though, I hate people who say, oh, don't vote against Trump. Don't do Trump. Don't do Trump. And I'm just like, all right, well, what's your solution? Because if you don't got no solution, shut up. Like, because I personally believe that, look, you don't tell nobody nothing. Don't tell them about themselves or nothing unless you got a better solution. If you see they fucked up and you can't tell them a way to not be fucked up, then don't say anything to them. But if you know the way, then go ahead and talk to them. You can go ahead and even grill them and make fun of them, but at least you give them the way to set their life straight. A lot of y'all just want to talk shit and not have no answers. Y'all just talking, and that just makes you an ass.
See, that helps you to understand why it makes sense for you to, in their mind, not vote against bad man Trump or bad man Orange. They then say, well, I don't like nobody, but I'm going to go with the lesser of the two evils. Shut that shit up. We so tired of that same talking point. Get off the internet, pick a different talking point, and start to think for yourself. Systematic racism. I don't like anybody. They all against you. Listen, fam, it's not. It absolutely is not. And more importantly, just as important, if
you're going to live a life full of paranoia and uncertainty if you just have that mindset, I promise you. Like, do the research and, bro, when you do your own research, I swear, the truth just reveals itself on its own. You ain't got to do too much.
Not more important than what happens on a national scale is what happened in your local communities. I'm not going to go into that. Y'all know where I stand on this. Let me go ahead and let this guy continue to shoot himself in the foot.
Right, in some way, shape, or form. But brother, I'm telling you, that's not like you're not doing what you think you're doing. You're not more intelligent or smarter for doing this. If everybody else is being confused and baited, so are you. You're just not taking the same route or having the exact same reaction. Mm-hmm. You're an American person, a part of the system just like everybody else, and you don't seem to be using your brain. You as a black man cannot approach this system, cannot approach politics, cannot approach a presidential election as if you are a white man. These things that y'all spew when it comes to...
Well, no, bro, I'm sorry, but when you approach politics, you can't approach it from a black or white perspective. Hey, no, you got to approach it as you're an American. Because these presidents make policies, these senators and judge, sheriff, whatever. These people make policies that affect us at the end of the day. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter who you are. If they make financial policies, rich, poor, middle class, don't matter who you are, it's going to affect you. So to have this belief that, oh, well, you need to vote as a black man or as a white, bro, I don't even think white people believe in that. White people believe in voting as an American. That's like as we should believe voting as an American for the American interest. What's going to boost the American economy? What's going to give us more jobs? What's going to have more money in our pockets? What's going to bring prices down to help us out? You feel me? That's how we need to vote as the American people. Or even, I'll say this, you can even go as the black community and vote in for things that just that help us out altogether. But I'm going to be real with you. Even the black community idea just falls on its head because at the end of the day, nobody nobody in real power in America is just going to make policy just for one group of people. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you might as well just go ahead and vote as an American.
Donald or anything of that nature, they don't apply to you. They don't apply to you. You will not benefit in the same ways. You are a black man. At the end of the day, you can go to a Donald rally, scream at the top of your lungs in support. You could meet him personally and let him know you support him. You are still a black man, and you are not included in the benefits and the perks of supporting a Donald or something.
See, not looking for the benefits of supporting Donald. We're looking for the benefits of Donald Trump's policies, my man. It's like, as I'm saying, is like, if you start reading out policies and then explaining how it wouldn't benefit the black community, I'd be like, oh shit, okay, you're doing something different. But you're not naming no policies. You're not naming anything that he said to be like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't go for it, because it wouldn't benefit us. And you're not.
Like,
what is the benefits of the perks that other people get that I don't? Can somebody explain to me, hey, what's the benefit of the perks of supporting the Donald that he get that I don't get? I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure it out.
that you get what I'm saying?
No,
I need y'all to understand that. I need y'all to really get that through
They
your
really
skulls.
think that they be deep.
Y'all will forever be black people. They will forever be white supremacists unless they decide to change, which is very unlikely. Get that through your skull. Y'all think that supporting these bigots and white supremacists is going to change something. Y'all have to remember, segregation didn't end because white people had to change a heart.
Now, dog, you tell me you can't find no white people that just have a like mind as you. I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Like, this is where I kind of don't get the whole, white supremacy. I'm like, not everybody is a white supremacist. You know that? Not because they're white, they believe they're better than you. You know that, right? You tell me you can't find no like-minded white people where I can sit down, talk these policies over and be like, you know what? This will help both of us. Yeah, this is why we should vote. Like, you tell me we just can't come to the table like that. It always got to be, well, we're not y'all, so we can't vote like y'all. And I'm just like, dog, we're both Americans here. Whatever these policies are, they're going to affect both of our communities at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Jim Crow didn't end because white people had to change a heart.
Black people, some of these black people are honestly some of the most prejudiced people that you will ever meet in your life.
Low-key.
And that is an uncomfortable conversation.
It's like, you ain't got no white homies, G. You ain't got no white people that you get along with. Like, damn. It kind of sounds like you just one of them dudes, like just them anti-white people. And I'm just like, all right, bro. I don't know how you going to live in America with that type of perspective and think you're going to have a stable mind, because I'm gonna be real with you. It gives you a paranoid, everybody against you mindset, because, well, if you're paranoid against the white man just runs the government, you're going to be paranoid 24/7. Like, let's keep it real. So it's just best you just get that fear out of your head, because any choices made out of fear and scarcity is a bad decision at the end of the day. And there's a lesson you can take, and that's a lesson you can take home.
We are going to have, and I think that I'm going to have this conversation with y'all tomorrow morning. Let me say that again. Black people, some of these black people are some of the most prejudiced people
niggas
that I've ever seen, that you will ever see in your entire life.
Bro,
let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Obviously, again, I'm always...
And that is what's sicking me about some of these new niggas today. It's just like, bro, y'all be worse than the white people. Like, when I literally stood there with the FBA crowd and I was just like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all sound like white supremacists. Y'all think y'all the best of the blacks. Yeah, just like the white supremacists feel like they're the best of the whites. Y'all want things to be only done for yourselves. It's like, bro, tell me what's the difference? It's like, at some point, the black community has picked up the same ugliness that we've seen in the white community. For some crazy reason, I'm gonna be real with you. If y'all feel like they're just these low acting people, these low grade people who just act that out of dishonesty, well, we done lowered ourselves to their level at this point. Like, let's be real.
Protected police officers.
But hold on, let's go.
I can honestly see why so many black men get up here and talk shit about black women outside them being bullied as a child. Because it's been nothing but black women coming on my post, taking up for Kamala, for locking up so many innocent black people for smoky smoke. But then turn around and in the same breath and scream at Republicans for protected police officers that lock up innocent black men.
Hold on. She said a lot there. What she's basically conveying is that it's all hypocritical based off of how we then justify black women in particular, because she started off by saying it's black. She understand
it's a lens type of ordeal. It's like, okay, well, if the Democrats do it, like, bro, if the Democrats do it, it's okay. But if the Republicans do it, it's not. So because Kamala was a Democrat locking up black men, for some reason, y'all try to rationalize it and say it was okay. I don't know how, but that's what y'all did. But let Kamala have been a Republican. She'd have been the most evilest woman in history at this point. So, yeah, it's a type of lens ordeal. It's like, all right, well, if you're looking at her as a Democrat, it's okay. You look at her as a Republican, she's evil.
It's a lot of women that are saying that they understand now what men are going through and why men feel the way that they feel. And they saying it's largely based off of the fact that they're now experiencing the wrath of women, specifically black women, that are going at people that may have a disagreement with them. And it's all hypocritical because the thing that this candidate stands for is completely different than the thing that y'all been advocating for, specifically as black women. But because she is a woman and you also look at her as a tribal minority, now it's justified for her to be able to do some of the things that she don't. We're going to spin the block. I always like to give credit to the content creator. So the link to the content creator is going to be in the description of the video. Also, make sure you get that Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. And then last but not least, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. It's a phenomenal Patreon. Just dropped the video. Let's spin the block. Let's get.
See why so many black men get up here and talk shit about black women outside of them being bullied as a child. Because it's been nothing but black women coming on my post taking up for Kamala for locking up so many innocent black people for smoky smoke. But then turn around and in the same breath.
Her record as a district attorney is absolutely
reckless.
Absolutely questionable as far
It's
as
reckless. I mean, like, she done held people up, held evidence up, so people gonna sit in jail just so she can get a political spin out of it. Some political, like, I don't know, fame. She done some wild shit as DA. She done let some female criminals get off with millions of fraud. Bro, she done sent hella black men to jail just for weed. It's like, bro. She done did some crazy things as DA.
Her withholding evidence in order to be able to release a black man off of death row.
See?
I mean, all of this stuff is documented.
Made it political.
Tampering with evidence, and then the family of the person, the lab technician that tampered with the evidence, allegedly came forward and was saying some things, but Kamala Harris still wanted to push it through, and it's all documented. I don't know why y'all want to just ignore this stuff.
And scream at Republicans for protecting police officers that lock up innocent black men. Y'all are starting to sound highly uneducated. And I'm sick of it because you make real black melanated queens like me look like we don't have an inch of education.
I just don't understand the scarf. Like, it's throwing me off. I'm going to push through it in order to be...
I ain't gonna lie, though. She do kind of got a point, though. This is I ain't gonna lie, she has a great point. This is what we be looking at when we see y'all black women out here voting like this. We're like, yo, this is why niggas be low-key upset, because it's like, damn. Y'all found out she just locked up hella black men, and y'all like, oh, well, who cares, man? Black woman, let's go. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, so all this talk about wanting to help the black community has just been BS the whole time. Really, it's just about having a black woman in office. It's like, it's not about the black community. It's just about black female supremacy. Just come on, be real with us, black women. That's what y'all want.
Be able to hear the message.
It's okay. Be honest with me.
Like the uniform, the scarf, and all of that, that's wild to me, but let's just get through it.
Take off somebody else's hair and stop wrapping it around your eyebrows and take that glue from off your brain, and then maybe you can think. Wear your natural for a while so you can see real and not fake. Because that Back on Track program was some bull. How the hell did you gonna offer people to admit to guilt instead of offering them real representation? Maybe funds to help them get a lawyer to represent them. I'm starting to believe and be convinced that y'all are just...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, okay, she did her research, because I ain't gonna lie. That's what I was about to say, too. Like, she did some shady things to those black men. I mean, some underhanded thing. Like, she was deliberately trying to send these niggas to jail at a certain point. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that I ain't gonna lie. Somebody must have paid her under the table or something, because, bro, she wasn't a black woman then. When she was acting as a Hindu DA, man, she was just sliding these niggas off into the prison system. Now she's black when she needs y'all vote. Okay.
Just mad because these black men ain't out here wifing you. Y'all the same black women that praise Chris Brown and all these celebrity men, but they not wifing you either, boo. They're all getting foreign bitch. Y'all...
Yeah, that's crazy, you know. Well, I don't want to tag that on Chris Brown. I don't want to bring up his passive abuse, because, you know, he done did his time, he done did his thing and moved past that. What is crazy is that you women expect a man to take you serious when you spend $1,000 to take a picture with a man, with a mortal man. I don't care what type of fame or whatever you attribute to him. He's just a guy. He's just a person at the end of the day. And you paid $1,000 to go take a picture with them. But then you're gonna turn around to the men and to, I don't know, the man you want to be your husband or the guy you're interested in, and be like, yeah, this is why you should take me seriously. He's like, no, you're a groupie. He's like, you're not a wife, you're a groupie. As soon as you paid for that picture, you've X'd yourself out of being a wife. You're just a groupie at that point. You should just go follow that nigga for the rest of your life. Because ain't no way no man with respect. No man with respect is going to take a woman who paid $1,000 to take a picture with another man. I mean, just be real. Let's be real.
They must have really been coming at this woman. And I mean really coming at this woman for her to just be spitting the way that she's spitting. They been coming at her neck literally, and she is tired of the BS. And not only is she saying that she not going to get on code, she's saying F the code. And also, I got some other smoke for y'all, because the same women that do this is the same thing that we going to hold you accountable for. I'm just reacting to it. I'm just hearing it.
The most ignorant. We sit up here trying to fight for our kings for real. And y'all listening to what the Democrats saying. Ain't none of y'all doing no mother research. Just repeating the same. Groupthink is a real disease. Y'all the same bitches that sit up there and listen to music to tell you we don't need our men, and spend your money on what they represent so they can pull the money out your pockets so you won't have resources for your school.
It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it's like instead of black women fighting for a nuclear family, for a stronger family system, they're fighting for abortion. Yep, they're fighting to, destroy their families in their future and all that good stuff. It's like, yeah, I really got to ask some of these black women sometimes, it's like, do you really care about the black community? Y'all just talking. Like, do you care about the black community, or do y'all just want, like, I don't know, black female supremacy in the black community? Because y'all damn near almost at it. Y'all almost got it at this point. Damn near solidified. Like, when Trump was talking to those journalists, I was upset that there was not one black male journalist on there. Like, where's the black man? It's like, are we not journalists too? Are we not up there and like, what's going on here? So, yeah.
No. She hit that. She hit on that one. She basically said, listen, the same people that advocate for some of the worst in the community is also the biggest victims, because they run in the Victim Olympics based off of the fact that money is being divested from your neighborhoods, from your schools, that your kids are supposed to be benefiting.
Yep, and that's why the public school system is going down. Your community funding is going down. Wanna know why? Because, well, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris want to fund Ukraine and Israel over you guys. They want to money launder through Ukraine before they help the black community. Is like, do y'all not see what's going on here? Have y'all not been paying attention these last 4 years? Or has the image of Trump running, just erased y'all entire memory? Now y'all just got a clean slate. Y'all acting as if this bitch is brand new when she's been here for 4 years.
From. Do y'all realize that we pay taxes with no representation when we have Democrats in office? I seen people personally go at Brandon Johnson in Chicago over and over and over and over again, and they were absolutely disgusted at the fact that they got no answers for the migrant crisis, but all he kept saying is that we just gonna double down and we gonna triple down on people that's not even supposed to be here and came into this country illegally. And it was black people, the ones that was actually running up there, and it was having a conversation, and I hit it, and I was beat way before election season really got into gear. I've been beating on this drum for years and years, and I'm so thankful that people are just stopped.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, like, bro, when they release these migrants, what community you think they're going in? They're not gonna go in the white people's community, but they're gonna come to our community. They're gonna come to, usually, sadly, the low poverty side of town, which is sadly mostly filled with us and trailer trash whites, but mostly us. So yeah, they're gonna come and F up our communities. Not nobody else's but ours. So I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is a very scary forecast, but what's going on in New York with all these women getting hurt is about to be going down in our black neighborhoods with our women in a second if we don't switch this shit up. Like, and I promise you, if you don't think it's gonna come to us soon, go ahead, vote on Kamala. A year later, when we have a whole bunch of black women getting raped and kidnapped and all that, I don't want to hear shit, because y'all sold them women down the river.
Just now starting to finally wake up, and they starting to catch the wave and understand, listen, it's not really beneficial for you to be on code, because it doesn't really start to affect you until it starts affecting your neighborhoods, your pocketbooks, and your safety.
But y'all think they're for you because they make you feel good and shake.
And I was being grim about it, but I'm dead ass. It's like, dog, if you don't think this immigration problem where They letting these random ass, and I don't have no problem against the Muslim community because our Muslim community is great. But for some reason over there in the UK, they out there snatching up girls, stabbing them, raping them, unaliving them, and that's what they're doing over there. What makes you think that ain't gonna come to us eventually if we don't stop this? We don't get a leader that wants to stop this, that's proven to stop it. Yes. If you look at the immigration, how much people made it in under Trump, dramatically low. But all of a sudden, Biden steps out the power, and this thing is like 20-fold, like 20 times as much immigrants has got in under the Biden administration. And then they're getting funded. What makes you think this is not going to come to our neighborhood and these people are not going to run amok as if they're doing in the UK? So like I said, when some of our young women, some of our girls go missing, or when we find them in the bushes somewhere, I promise you, I'm going to be upset because y'all voted these people in. But you need to sit there and take that one to the chin because this is what events which y'all voted for. Do you know that these people want open borders? Oh, you don't? Oh, do you know what open borders is going to do? Okay, well, let me give you an example. Go look up what's going on in the UK and you're going to figure out what these open borders is going to do to you at the end of the day. And our community.
If y'all don't like the reason, just say that. And y'all gonna still be the same bird brain head ass bitches that sit up there and listen to all these celebrities that's gonna tell you how to think and feel and who to vote for. But you don't know who they meeting up behind closed doors at these meetings.
Hey, listen.
Oh, damn.
I do know that we've been being finessed for a long time. And I'm not sure what payment or representation is. I'm curious, honestly. Bro, one of the things...
We've been getting finesse since Lyndon B. Johnson. I'd say around that time. Yeah, they got us there.
That I'm curious about is if and how much Meg Thee Stallion got paid for her performance over there in Atlanta in order to go over there and embarrass y'all. I am so curious if these people are getting paid behind the scenes, if they actually believe it. I had reviewed a video of Amber Rose and she was on Aiden Ross's.
Actually, I would say this, like, this is how you know Kamala Harris is not black. Because what type of black woman in her 60s is going to walk up and give you a Meg Thee Stallion performance? Like, you telling me we're talking about a black woman who's 60 years old? Bro, this woman should damn near be walking out to the black national anthem, then got a black choir in the black singing the national anthem, and then she gonna have the black choir sing some gospels and we all gonna hymn along and all that good stuff. That is what a black 6-year-old woman would have done, or a 59-year-old woman would have done. Not get up on there and get Meg Thee Stallion, because that would just be completely out of her realm. Look, let's be real. Like, come on now. We know black older women. Come on now. You know a black woman that's 60. Would she go out there to Meg Thee Stallion? Like, bro, let's make it make sense. If she was truly black, she'd have never even thought of that shit. She wouldn't have.
Stream, right? And she did a video when they were having a conversation. And Amber Rose basically said, listen, man, there's so many people behind the scenes that don't believe this way. They don't want to speak about it. They then said, Amber Rose, you must be absolutely one of the most courageous people in the world for even participating in this conversation, because couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, because I'm not trying to lose my deal. I'm not trying to, lose my followers. And it's a lot of people that will not stand up and tell you the truth, but y'all go at the people that is willing to have the conversation with you. And then you unleash the beast, as exemplified by this woman that's having this conversation with y'all right now. But in reality,
God, y'all get down to the ad hominem attacks. Y'all don't even really listen to the point we're trying to get to you. So, and then at that point, it's just lost. So you give us your points. We refute your point. We damn near destroy your whole argument. And then after that, y'all just want to refer to, ad hominem attacks. And at this point, I get it. Some people really don't know when they're just being led along and they don't know no information. When somebody sits there in your face and tell you to your face, like, yo, you've been lazy about how you've been approaching this politics. And it's one of the most important things that's going to contribute to your future. One of the most important things to contribute to your future is your actions. But I'm going to be real with you. Politics is at least in the top 5.
Reasons why they picked this vice presidential candidate is because they feel like they got to win the Midwest states. And he was the governor of Minnesota. And so they rocked with him. And it's important for them to hold on to these battlegrounds. This guy's background is he's absolutely advocating for immigration into this country. Minnesota itself, Minneapolis, St. Paul, is overran by Somalians. It really, honest to God, is. If you ever visited, I have. It's being overran by Somalians. On top of that, he supports. Let me get this phrase right. Gender transitioning.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about her weird. Yeah, I'm gonna call it, bro. I'm talking about weird ass waltz, weird waltz, because this man not only put tampons. Guess where? Guess where this man put tampons at? Oh man, in the boys' bathroom. Yep, tampons in the boys' bathroom. He thinks that kids are allowed to switch their genders. Yes, he says gender affirming care for the youth. Yeah. And then what else he did? Because he does give a lot of handouts in his state. And his state must be making hella money to be giving out all them handouts. Because I'm be real with you, a lot of states can't do it because, well, it'd be bad for employers and employers would just go somewhere else.
For early kids, it's wild. It's wild the type of stuff that y'all supporting. And it don't even align with the thing that you're teaching your children. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description.
Oh God, though. It really don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what are y'all truly standing on here? Like, I really want to know. Do y'all care about the black community or no? Like, man, wait, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, man. I feel like I done talked enough on this one. I talked y'all ear off. And I appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in. Anyway, though, this is Set with Set and Comedian, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up in the support. I'll see you on the next one, man.